Good morning, y'all. We are back again today. It is Wednesday, hump day. Let's get this started. Okay, so for today, I was actually thinking last night about what I wanted to do, and I kind of want to do like a sunset kind of look. So this is what I came up with. I'm going to show you guys how I did it. So let's get that started. Face is prepped, primed, everything's ready to go. Eyes are prepped and primed, eyebrows are on. Y'all already know how I do all that. So let's get started. So we're gonna go in with our trusted Morphe palette here, and we're gonna go into this shade right here. And we're gonna lay that down as our transition shade, I guess is what they call it. So I always wondered, why is it called a transition shade? It's not transitioning into anything. It's more like a base. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's just what I know people call it. Transition shade. All right, well, this is transition shade. Maybe somebody can tell me what all that is about. Anyway, so that is done. Let's move on to, we're gonna go into the Juvia's The Warrior 3, this palette right here. And we're gonna dip into this one right there. What is that called? Jarawa? I don't know, but this orange red looking thing. Different brush. And that one we're just gonna take right on our crease, just a little bit above our crease. And we're gonna softly blend it out. We don't want it to be too harsh. Just enough to lay down the color, but not go crazy. Just like that, looks good. Now we're gonna pack it on. Same brush, but this time we're gonna go into the outer corner of our eye. And we're gonna go about halfway. There you go, that looks good. Okay, now for our yellow shade, we're gonna go into the Nomad by Juvia's, this one right here. Y'all know I love me some Juvia's plays. Their stuff is pigmented. Well, look at all that glitter. So we're gonna go into this yellow glitterish color. We're gonna use a flat brush. We're just gonna pack that on. And just like that. That looks good. Let me just set it up. There we go. Now we're gonna go back into that red brush. And we're gonna kind of merge them in together. Lightly touching it. You see how it's like transitioning? That's what transitioning is. So it's from transitioning from yellow to a lightish orange into this red orange. And there we go. Let me just add just a little more yellow here. There we go, looks good. We're gonna go back into that Morphe palette and we're gonna get a smaller little angled brush, not angled, flattish brush. I don't know, one of these, whatever brush you have, it don't matter. And we're gonna dip into these two right here, and we're gonna use that just up here, brow, under our brow. We're going to take the brush where we did our we're going to use the brush that we used for our transition shade, and I'm just going to soften all of this up here. And that's it. Okay, also let's keep moving. I went ahead and used the Huda Beauty under my eyes for a little bit of brightener. For my foundation, I'm using the Revolution in Real Life filter. This is in the shade F12, but of course it is a little too dark for me, so I do lighten it up with the LA Girl mixing foundation thing. Honestly, I have to use this with like pretty much all my foundations because I can't find my exact match. So I find the closest one, but it's always a little too dark, so I just use this, and I mean, it helps. It's good. So I have it here already mixed and whatnot, so we're gonna go ahead and just apply it with our brush. I always start applying with a brush first, and then I go with a sponge to kind of smooth things out. Now most of my foundations are full coverage, just because that's what I like. I like a full coverage foundation, but so yeah. All right, so my base is done. I'm gonna go in with the Juvia's Place bronzers, but I'm gonna go in with Sunkissed, which is more of a cool tone for me. So I'm gonna use that as a bronzer, not a bronzer, contour. For my bronzer, I'm gonna go in with the caramel one. So that one I use up here, and then the Sunkissed one I use, obviously, as a contour. So right about there. Then some up here. Always blend it into the hair. You see that? Oh, that's foundation, but I'll wash that off when I'm like done. And my contour I always place, like, you see where the top of my ear is, so that's where I like to go. You can place it wherever you want. Just like that. And then I'm not gonna grab any more, I'm just gonna use what I have and place it on my jawline. I'm gonna kind of go back in with my sponge if I feel like I've added a little too much, which I think I did pretty okay. Yeah, that looks good. All right, now let's go in with the caramel one. And that one will go up here, basically right on the hairline. I don't want it too low, then it makes my forehead look weird. So blend up. There we go, that looks good. All right, now for blush, I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Blush in the shade Gork Orange, but I'm also gonna go in with the Juvia's Place Peach Rose. So I'm gonna go with these, try to make like a sunset look on my face, kind of thing. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna do like one there, one there, and then we're gonna take the pink and that's about it. Like e.l.f. is very pigmented, but Juvia's Place is on a whole different level of pigmentation. So let's blend out the orange one first. And we'll bring the pink down. What did I say? Extremely pigmented. You need to add a little bit more orange to kind of even it out. Go back in with the sponge and kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word I'm looking for. dim it down, I guess. There we go, dim it down. That looks good. I may add a little bit more orange, but looks all right, y'all. So I went ahead and I did add just a little bit more orange, and looks good. Looks good. Of course, I added some on my chin and whatnot, but we are going to use a concealer to try and brighten things up. This is in the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade 35N. So we're going to go in with that. Put a bit on the forehead, some down the nose, and of course on the chinny chin chin, or in my case chins. Anyway, so different sponge. Let's blend all this out. All right, so face is set. Well, not set, but the under eyes are set. I went ahead and added some of the powder here, here, and here, and that's using my tried and true, the Essence Brighten Up. I'm gonna go ahead and finish setting my under eyes with the Huda Beauty Peach Pie, and then my face I'm gonna set with the One Size Ultra Peach. And look at this, y'all. I'm like almost out. I'm gonna have to get another one soon. I'm almost out of this one and my ultra pink one, but I've had them for a while. So anyway, so let's go ahead and set the under eye with the Huda Beauty. I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of the face off camera. I'll be right back. All right, so I've been baking for a few minutes now, so I'm gonna go ahead and just brush all this off here, and then we'll move on to some bronzer, my little nose contour thing that I do. But let's take all this off first. Now for under the eyes, I like to go with a smaller brush, and I just close my eyes because I don't want any of the powder to get in there. So looks good. Cool, so we're gonna go in with our Rimmel thing here. And I always like to use a brush that looks like this, or a little angled brush. And I kind of just swirl it around. And then I go into contour the nose. I have a mirror right there, so that's what I'm looking at. There we go. All right, so for bronzer, I'm gonna go in with the one size in the shade medium dark. For the forehead, I like to use the this one right here, and then for the rest of the face, I use the top one. The bottom one's just a little too dark. I probably should have gone with a medium trio, but it's okay. And just like our cream bronzer, I blend into the hair. All right, so the bronzer is done. Everything's looking good. We're gonna move on to blush. I'm gonna go in with this, I'm not gonna say trio, but the quadruple from e.l.f. And I think I'm gonna go in with these three right here. Since there's like a bit of an orange, a little bit of a pink. good. I like it. And I am mixing all of them together. A bit of it down here. Just a little bit. Some on the nose. Looks good. Okay, so now we're going to set the face, and then we're going to go in with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop finishing powders, and then after that I will do mascara, and then I'll show you guys what I'm going to do for my lip. All right, y'all, so I am done. I went ahead and did my mascara. I used the Essence Lash Princess. I used the purple one. I love this one. For my lips, took me a while to find a good lip combo, but I went in with this right here. Now, these lip liners, I know I've seen them on TikTok Shop, but you can also get them on Temu, which is where I got them. I got like 38 for like $6 or something. Anyway, so to create this lip color, I went in with Juvia's Place, of course, and Soil and Nubian Sand. So let me show you what those look like right here. So I went in with these two right here. I mixed them up. I got this, and I think it looks great. But yeah, you know, that's all I did. It is done. Yellow bow today. Honestly, of these bows, I only have the blue, black, and yellow. So this is probably the last day that I'll be wearing a bow that looks like this. I do have other ones. Anyway, so I'm done. Hope you guys like the look. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me for more, and I may or may not be back tomorrow. We'll see. Bye, y'all.